luck, lads.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck.
Hello, Mark. How you doing, Abaddon? Right, lads. Good to see you. Oh, cool. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's an absolute pain, dude. I hope that...
The pit exit's clear. Take it easy. You've got cold tyres. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
Okay. I hope that those settings might be of some help, but like I said, I set my triples up like over 2 years ago when I first started racing in AMS2, and I haven't touched it since. But it's pretty typical of the developers not to fix these problems. That's going to be putting a lot of drivers off. Very annoying. What I'd recommend you do though, with the settings I sent you, just change the resolution. Like maybe even just keep the actual physical dimensions as I had mine set. Just change the resolution to your 1080p. And then...
Cheers, Dennis.
Oh, if it was you, I thought it was Blanky.
You thought it was someone quick, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. If it don't work, what you've tried, just throw my file, like back up your settings and put my file in, but just change the resolution and maybe the angle. And if that don't work, then it's fucked. Like, that's just weird, man. Yeah, I really hope you get it sorted, mate. Thing is, I would advise also maybe joining one of the Discords that I'm in and asking for help, but pretty sure 98 to 99% of everyone here uses VR, either single screens or VR. There's not many triple screen users in our communities. Hey Jake, Jake? Yeah, it's Jake. Fancy Jake. How you doing, mate? Been a while. Thought this combo would be right up your street, mate. But if I can, mate, dude, there's 8 on track right now. And I think my target might be P7. if practice is anything to go by, I think I'm going to really struggle to get any higher than P7. I was thinking about an alternative strategy today, but I've pussied out. Been doing healthy shit now. Sim racing isn't healthy. What are you saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Sim racing is almost all the exercise I get. Just my forearms. On a 5.5 nanometer wheelbase. Newton meter. Nanometer? Newton meter. Yeah, mate, it's been what a crack. Last time I raced was last Monday. It's been a week since my last race. Yeah. It's nice to have a little break now and again. Oh shit, Aladdin's had to totally reformat his system. That sucks. What caused that? That's annoying.
10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left.
Ah, was that... So did you have to fuel save or did you have to stop for a splash? That's a shame. Five litres is a lot to save, isn't it? A short race. It's probably like a full lap or something, splash, yeah. Hey Mirko?
P7.
P7, I think that's the best I'm going to get today. In fact, the guy who's in P8 hasn't set a time yet and he's quick, so I think it's a fight for not last today. Forgetting DRS.
Your rear brakes are hot. Your front brakes are pretty hot now. Your tyre temps are good.
Oh, the rain, yeah. It's always tricky when that happens, isn't it? So did you have rain? Montreal as well, wasn't it? Did you race at Montreal? GT3? Ah, shit. Slow time there. Should probably be doing shorter runs again, isn't it? Nice, no spins, that's always a good result. Not always easy, especially when it rains. It's not a line, fuck. Yeah, the guy in P8, he was second quickest in practice. We might be doing a last to first challenge. Kailami, is that Thursday? If so, yes. I think I need to downshift through cops. Hey AJ, I'm not that old, dude. Yeah, my gums are a little bit swollen. Thing is, I'm having another tooth out this week, and then next month I'm having a root canal. So we're not done yet.
You're running last. That's your fastest lap today.
Well, we're going to have some fun either way. I should really put some new tyres on. What do I need? I'm always almost a second quicker. Holy shit. What we got? Say 4, 8, 12. Let's take a bit out of that. Another clip here. Go again. Thursday, no, I was in the Audi last time. I'm sticking...
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
Sticking with the
Your
Audi.
brakes are cold.
In that
You need
league.
to get some heat into them. Cold tyres all around.
Yeah, GT3 with RPM Thursdays. I'm going to hopefully see through that championship in the Audi.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Saturday, yeah, looking forward to that. I need to message a few drivers. We're half full with a week to go, which is not bad. We've half filled the grid in a week, and then we've got one more week to go, so I just need to message a few people maybe. I'm going to blame the setup today. I don't know what I'm doing. Started out with relatively low downforce, thinking that was the way to go here. But the quicker guys are running higher downforce, so I'm trying that now. Sweet. You know what? I don't think I've driven it. I've driven the GTE BMW. I don't think I've ever tried GT3. Fucked it. We are slow today. Today. I think last is on the cards today, mate. Very much so. Hope you're good, Matt. Somehow I don't think we're going to find a second. Enough fuel for two more? No, I don't. Bollocks. Oh, DRS, bollocks. Have I just not been using my DRS? Maybe I've been forgetting to use DRS down the Wellington Straight, I'm not sure. I'm always going to get a toe off me now as well. Off, you're not getting a toe as well.
I'm way too far back for a toe, man.
Your tyre temperatures are fine.
Hey Barry.
And I'm on the outlap. So.
I need it though. Desperate.
Your front brakes are getting pretty hot.
Yeah, definitely going to be battling to not be last today. And I can't fully blame setup because I actually shared, so one of the lads shared a setup with me, tweaked it a little bit, then I've shared it with Roy.
Good lap, that's your quickest today.
I don't have any more fuel, so that's it, we're done. P last. Fuck.
That's the end of the session. 8th place.
Hope you're good, Barry. He fucking last. 36, man. Fuck. Love this car, but it highlights my main one of my main weaknesses. Yeah, I hope so. I usually do, kind of. But often I, steal a setup from time trial and then just tune it to my liking. But being a modded car, there is no time trial for it, so almost 2.5 years of doing this. No, it will be 2.5 years now in AMS2, and I still don't do my own setups. Pathetic. So, if you don't like seeing people finish last, just below the video there's a little button that says unsubscribe, if you fancy it.
What on earth have you done to this car, Stacky?
I want that setup back, Roy.
Made it quick.
Nice lap,
I'm
Stahu.
not gonna return it.
It's crazy speed. Well on, mate.
Nice lap.
Well, Staku can grab a snack halfway, pull the car over, grab a snack, grab a drink, and continue.
It's basically got pace for a free tyre stop.
Yeah, and I might actually go for that. We'll see.
You get points for fastest lap?
Nil point.
You get points for pole though. So thanks for the 2 points, guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
Well deserved, I would say.
I'm doing my best to try to win this championship in 4 races because I've been missing the last round as well.
Did anyone go for a break or was Blank disappeared? Oh, there we go.
Position.
Did the boy just leave?
Oh, the question
Been
is, do...
so long, and I have been muted. I've been muted the whole damn time.
None of us were complaining.
The question is, what random setup changes should we make before, to close up that second gap that is totally foreseeable?
Zeroing.
Zero wing. Yeah, that's gonna be it, right?
At the rear, and 45 at the front. That's.
Yes!
That's
Now we're on
top of the champions. And then Max Impossible right on the car as well.
How
wish it
how
wouldn't.
many laps is it gonna be? Like 25?
24-5.
25.
Yeah. We'll just take 105 liters then, just to be absolutely sure.
Tempted just to put another couple clicks in.
Good luck, have fun.
95.
Yes.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Ooh, double check.
That is the idea.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I get a better start than last time.
That'll work this week.
Oh, why am I doing that? It's
I
not
haven't
really
practiced the
fuck
start actually at all.
Oh no, I haven't practiced at all so far.
all. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. One nice trick actually turned out
But what are your monitors?
is to
Oh,
set
no.
your gears
Fuck.
to a lower ratio. At
I
least for me,
tried.
makes the car better.
But I was running out of gears.
Shit. How did you manage that?
7th position.
Yeah, I forgot to mess
Bingo.
about with the
Get ready.
gears, but hopefully we're right.
Green, green, green.
Bit slow off the
Oh,
mark.
and I just broke down.
Far
Fantastic.
left.
We'll take that then.
He's still there. Clear left.
Contact in front. Ooh.
Yeah.
That was close.
Oh, blank.
I think he's gone low wing after all, Black.
I call it medium.
I think maybe Blank's just gone really high.
Could be the reason.
Well,
No!
dirty air, lots of dirty air.
Oh, sorry about that.
Grumpy and Johnny, I think. Skill, did you see that talent involved in that pass? Double overtake.
P4.
Right. Wide again. He's got DRS
Used
as
all the
well.
track, forced them to find the gap.
Maybe I should have put those extra clicks on the wing. Hey Gabriele, sorry if I missed your message earlier, mate. I'm going to take a wider entry like Noodle was doing through there. I love it. Thing is, I'm going to jinx myself now, but fuck it. I struggle in GT cars. I think I spin more often than not. Tend to do a little better in Formula, well, personally, not necessarily on pace, but I think I spin less in Formula cars. Missing that apex. Fuck. Hey Waffle. How you doing?
Don't be intimidated by this little shit, make him work for it.
Yeah, Roy, you little shit.
Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Are they? Weren't getting much tyre wear in practice, but I already see it creeping in. It's a bit better. Oh, cheers mate, glad you like it. It's about all this channel's got going for it. Oh, he's right on me now. Fucking hell. You're just not braking. We're just going to have a mirror full of Roy this whole race. Sixth gear just seems really wet. Apex, please, come on. Oh, yeah, the Sunday League. Yeah, mate, I used to race on Sundays with NRT, but it used to always get in the way of dinner with my partner. So I pretty much only race with RPM on Sundays now. But yeah, my first ever league race win was in that JCW. Do miss it. I like it. I think a lot of people struggle with it, but I love that car.
That's your fastest lap.
Yeah, I know I've said it before, but I really wish I was around when AMS1 was popular. When you lot were racing in that. Wish I was part of that crew. I might be half decent by now. Vomit emojis. Oh right. Oh. Yeah, I tried to tell myself that results don't matter. It's all about clean racing and fun, but
Look like you're getting in your rhythm, Tines.
front left is already struggling though. What's my fuel saying? Fuel is good. Okay. Oh shit. Shit. Not good. Johnny's going to catch up. quick enough to. Noodle is just a speck in the distance now.
That's your fastest lap today.
You're getting a lot of wheel spin in second. My window's closed. Why is my window shut? That's why it's so fucking warm in here. God damn it.
We're seeing minor wear on your left front.
Yeah, cheers mate. Appreciate that. Thanks honey. Cheers darling.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Thanks mate. Pretty lonely already, getting towards the halfway point. Well, he's not far behind. I think he might have made a couple mistakes. I need to sort my line out through there. Fucking hell. Wide. pretty much got the same gap in front and behind. No, that's not it. It was, mate, yes. I think I've had 3 of 4 out now. And the one I'm having out this week is my last wisdom tooth, I think. Are your wisdoms normally number 8? Like 8th tooth? Something like that? I lasted. Oh, I lasted. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, only because I haven't been to the dentist for so long. Typical.
The car ahead's pitting.
So Noodle was... What was the gap to him? I think it was only like 7 seconds. 7 or 8, maybe 9 tops. That pit's going to cost him 20 odd. And then he's probably going to be another second or so a lap quicker. He's going to need... Yeah, he's going to be on me, I think, by the end. Maybe he's flat spotted. Maybe he'd planned on fuel to do that. Just the halfway point. I was tempted to do that. My initial plan was to half fill and then take fuel in the stop and take tyres. But then I started to think the tyres might make it. And I'm at the same point now. Front left is fucked. Halfway, I probably should stop for tyres. Be nice to see how it works though.
That's 20 minutes to go.
Guess we'll see. I'll just keep going. See if Noodle can catch. Roy might hold him a bit if he don't stop. I really should learn how to look after my tyres better. P3 hype though.
P3,
No.
just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good.
When I say 8, I mean if you count the front 2 teeth as 1, are your wisdom teeth normally the 8th tooth back in your jaw? Is that how it works? I think that's right. It's 32 teeth? Is that normal? Doesn't sound right. Any dentists in chat? Truth be told, I'm not sure.
Lead cars pitting.
Stahu's probably got free stop anyway already. Madman. 32, yeah, okay. That's including wisdom teeth. So yeah. I've had 3 of 4 out then.
Half your fuel.
I'm staying out, I think. I'm staying out.
We're seeing minor wear on the front.
Minor. Okay.
Halfway home, feels good.
Halfway home? What are you talking about? We're well over halfway now. So Stahu did lose the lead from stopping. He's got the pace to get it back and fresh tyres, so shouldn't be too tricky for him. Well, no need to. I mean, it's expensive having dental work, so why bother if they're okay? It was a long time ago when I had my first one out. I don't remember it being a problem. Fuck. So Noodle's on the back of Roy now. So if Roy holds him up a little bit, he's going to get DRS though.
We're seeing a bit of wear all around.
DRS is so powerful in these things. Not that we're going to get to use it today. It'd be a real shame if Blanky and Stahu had a little coming together though, wouldn't it?
I expected you to go to the inside, Noodle. Sorry.
I nearly did. I thought, oh, he's left the room on the left. I'll go left.
The car behind's pitting.
Closing speed's amazing though.
Yeah, DRS is very powerful.
See? Our Roy's pitted now as well. Shit. Could have held him up a bit more, Roy. Thanks, mate.
No, I really couldn't.
I was
Not on hanger straight with DRS for Noodle.
Sorry, I've missed some chat. Sorry, lads.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Awesome
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, Wreckfest
Keep
1.
it coming.
So I'd love to play Wreckfest 2. When everyone's got it. I haven't tried it yet. It does look good. The only negative thing people have to say about it so far is just lack of content, but it's early release, so understandable. But I am very much looking forward to that being more fleshed out. And then who knows, maybe in not too distant future we'll race in Wreckfest 2. Loads of fun, man. Love it. It's a shame I can't get it to work on my rig though. I know it doesn't support triples, but it used to, kind of. I can't even stretch it now. It just goes weird. So I'll just use my controller on a single screen. Yeah, awesome game. Shit. Frankie's still leading. I'm guessing Blanky probably went on the what are they called? Options or the softs. What they call primaries. I bet he's on the primaries. Or he's really holding on to them softs. Like we're going to try to. Captain Noodle. 11 seconds. It's bigger than the gap was when he was out in front of us.
P3.
The pace differential is going to be much higher now.
We're seeing a bit of wear on your right side tyres. We're seeing significant wear on your left front.
This might not be the right strat. I'd like to see how it pans out. Is Roy going to catch me as well? Shit. Maybe 7 laps to go. Maybe. Not sure where the race is next week, but I'd like to try the primaries sometime. Hey Chico, oi oi oi. If it can support triples, you'll find a way. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, you suggest. I don't think I used resized raccoon, but I used something like that. Stretched it, and it basically just used half of your outer monitors. It had like a vignette on it, and sort of blended it out a bit. So you got a bit of peripheral, but it looked okay. But yeah, when I race with the lads in Wreckfest, I don't know if anyone else does, but J-Turn, he races on his rig with his wheel. I don't think many other people do. I don't know if anyone else does. But yeah, it's a lot harder. Like a sim like this, you'll struggle on a controller. But Wreckfest, it's the other way around. Try mods. Yeah, I think after a few sessions we might start to get a bit bored, maybe of the base content. I'm not sure what mods are worth it though. The only mods I've been shown are like game enhancers for like UI or like bot names or just UI updates.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Are there any mods that add actual content? I know there's a mod that unlocks all the cars, but I don't really care too much about that. Track pack. Is that a track pack? Very track pack. Oh, okay. There are car mods, okay. So, next question. Presume everyone would have to install them. And you can't just load it on the server. Everyone would have to install them independently, I presume. So what I love about Assetto Corsa, you can build a dedicated server, load it with mods, and everyone's client just downloads it when they join. Really good. Follow-up question. Do they work through the workshop? All my questions for now. Steam Workshop, that is. Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Well, I'll have to speak to Roy about it. He runs the server. So big shout out to Roy for doing that. He hosts CAI stuff as well. I don't know what I'd do without him, he's such a massive help. So Roy will be streaming right now as well. He's channel's linked on my channel homepage, boy_33NL. Noodle, the guy closing in behind, he will be streaming right now as well. Evil Noodle Racing. See his channel also linked on my homepage. Johnny's probably going to upload the race later if it goes okay for him. I know he had a pretty shit lap 1, lap 2, whatever it was. Who else? That might be it for today. Bruce ain't here because he's at a concert. I'm currently living on a prayer.
You are halfway there.
That's a clue as to who Bruce has gone to see tonight. Yeah, that's exactly it, Barry. Wrong gear. Noodle's closing in. Don't panic. No stress. He's probably a second a lap quicker right now. He's only 4 behind. And my tyres are fooked. Touch the grass. I don't think Roy's going to catch, but Noodle will be on me probably in the next lap or 2. And that DRS is so powerful. I think the closest thing I got to seeing them was download one year. It was when I think when they weren't together and Slash was playing. Wasn't Bon Jovi? Not Bon Jovi. What? It's not Bon Jovi. I got them confused. No, hang on. I'm an idiot. Living on a Prayer. I thought that was Guns N' Roses. That's the band he's gone to see. I'm an idiot. I confuse a lot of these cock rock bands with each other. Yeah, it's Guns N' Roses. They're not Living on a Prayer, are they? That is Bon Jovi. Idiot. Can't think of any Guns N' Roses titles that are suitable for this situation. I'll have to share my embarrassment with the lads after the race because that's very stupid. But yeah, I'm not really into that kind of rock. I think that shows because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Bon and the Jovies though, I do put them in the same category as Guns N' Roses, but they're not really, are they?
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium. Keep it together.
To me they are, but they're not. How would I City? No. Switch it? No. Something that's relevant to my current situation on track. Living on a Prayer felt like the one, but yeah, completely wrong band. I'm shit at pub quizzes, in case you weren't aware. So Noodle was cutting it fine, but he's going to be on me next lap, I think. Your kind of music, okay. November rain, well, clear skies, no. Not relevant. Try again. Fuck. Hello, Noodle.
Oh, well.
You're cutting it fine.
Well, did the pit stop tonight?
That's what I mean. I thought you'd have been here sooner.
Nah. I think it stopped 7 seconds.
Yeah, I made a bit of a tit of myself, and I thought I was saying the name of a track that was relevant to the band the Bruce had gone to see today, but I totally mixed up Bon Jovi and Guns N' Roses. So people are supposed to be naming tracks of theirs that are kind of relevant to the current on-track situation. Go away. Middle of the road.
Left clear, left.
Front left is absolutely dying.
Okay, stay with him.
Well, so long to P3. Spun while it lasted. Oh shit. Sausage bollocks.
P4.
Mr. Lonely. Well, not anymore. Noodle's here. Is that a GNR track, is it?
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Well, they just stuck with me a bit better.
Eyes are fucked, mate.
Yeah. Oh, thought you might have got DRS, that's what I was worried about.
Ah, Duck didn't even look. I missed the beep. Damn
I
it.
think it's 1.5.
Was it? I probably missed it then. Fuck. Too busy looking at chat, and I might have missed my DRS light. You don't get a beep in these cars. You have to pay attention, which I clearly wasn't. I'm just making a tit of myself today. No, I mean, wrong band entirely. Wrong group. I do have a very eclectic taste. I like a lot of types of rock, but if you want to know what my absolute... I mean, I've had a bit of musical chat with Barry in the past, and I shared like some of the genty stuff I like with him, like Animals as Leaders.
One more lap to go.
The reason I got into Animals as Leaders was because they once toured many years ago with a band called Meshuggah from Sweden. And Meshuggah are my all-time favourite band. I like stuff like that. Oh, is that it? Are we just broadening it a bit now, just to get more names in? Well, we didn't get lapped. Almost held on to P3, but missed our chance. I hope I didn't miss DRS, but it's very likely that I did. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty narrow window to name a Guns N' Roses track. Also, suiting my on-track predicament. But that was supposed to be the challenge. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Cheers, mate. Basically just hot lapping, though. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, mate. Do appreciate the support and the banter. Unlucky for Johnny though, Grumpy, have gifted me a P4 today. Here we go.
P1. There's the finish. Well done.
Close to getting a podium. Whoa! Holy shit.
It never gets old.
Did not see that coming.
Nice.
Hey, sorry, Johnny, for the rear end at the beginning there.
No worries, mate. That was one of those most hateful experiences in sim racing, where I had a car that felt absolutely perfect and was not even fucking anywhere. It's just, yeah, it felt great, and it's like I'm just not gaining any time on any of the cars ahead. Shit.
Well done,
I was
Stahu.
trying just really
well,
to catch you at the end, but I couldn't even get close to you.
My plan was to stop for tyres, but once Roy and Noodle both did, I thought, let's just see how it pans out. And what was it, second last lap, Nood, you got me there?
Yeah,
And,
something like that.
and I may have missed my DRS light, I just weren't paying attention.
Yeah, I think Stacky had about 20 seconds on blank at the start too, so I think that pitting is literally a 0 delta manoeuvre in the end. I think it's, yeah.
I had less fuel at the start as well, because like I noticed 34 years
Slowest.
all free in the pit stop, so I just didn't put on the car at the start because I was
Slowest by
pretty
a
confident I
full
was going to
second.
stop from the beginning, because I did not want to risk tires blowing up or some shit in the last lap.
Okay.
Short fuel as
Yeah,
well.
I still had a little bit left, like 10%ish.
Yeah, well done
I
though,
got low downforce.
Noodle as well, mate,
Huh?
well done.
Yeah,
Yeah, unlucky.
I was running a bit more downforce. Yeah, that was obvious.
Actually gonna
Wasn't
Oh,
wasn't
man.
a catch it in as
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be very close, but by the end where my tyres really had gone, you'd have been like a second a lap quicker at least.
Yeah, I lost more than a second over that.
Yeah, I was 1.5 seconds off pretty regularly by the end.
But my
Yeah.
fastest lap was a full second off the next slowest car. Yeah, I was like slowest by a mile today. So thanks, Grumpy. Cheers, mate. Sorry, Johnny. I fucking love these cars, but
That's
I
okay.
don't know. I've struggled with setups and stuff. But thanks for the race, lads. Enjoyed that.
good race.
Yeah, it was good
Yeah,
fun.
cheers, good, mate.
I was
This
thinking-
car is just about commitment. Just go
We'll have to
for the
get
car.
Stacky to go teach us some wizardry at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I think
generally,
it's going way more
See you next
aggressive
one, Barry.
on the,
Cheers, mate.
on the setup still.
or on the driving.
Maybe.
Or on the driving. Yeah, there's definitely risk,
Yeah.
it's a skill issue.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
No, I can give you the setup if you want to.
Yeah, I'll take it.
If Johnny is suddenly half a second up,
Two heads,
I don't know
yeah.
what it is.
You know, I will literally post the screenshots in the group chat.
Yeah, it's oof.
Thanks very much.
I'm getting absolutely outplayed there, I think. that's a
No, it's always interesting to see stuff like this because you never know, like you never actually know whether it is or isn't until you try it.
What would be very frustrating is if your setup is pretty much the same as Stachu's. That's a bit.
But then you at least know that it's that you're driving it wrong. Whereas I always used to get
Like in too
mad
slowly.
by in the Project Carter 2 days when we first started out, that Atu would go and share his setups and he'd be on a pad, which meant that he could just drive it in a completely different way than you could.
You can sometimes see
That was
controllers
mad.
at the top of TT, man. It's weird.
Yeah, but a pad isn't so bad on these games, you know. They are competent if you know how to do it.
Yeah, Andy Moore's using one at the moment because his wheels broke and he's still getting good times on certain tracks and that. Not all of them, but some of them.
I think when you get your head around the technique, it works really well.
Yeah, but
just because-
wheel drive car.
Well, I think it's because this game quite like the slide, or quite likes the slide.
Alright, I thought there was contact there.
So the pad basically gives you enough smoothing that you can make it work.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you can go super oversteering and make it work. But yeah, hard to do on a wheel.
you know. The last time I noticed like massive differences in pad and wheel is on back in Gran Turismo 7 But I was doing these silly drifting challenges and I couldn't do them on my wheel, and then I just took a pad out of frustration and nailed it on the first try. Like, silly shit. It was so much easier. There is automatic corrections and shit that happens on Gran Turismo for sure, but not sure on these. It smooths, that I know that, but it has some kind on Project Cars. It has some kind of counter steer assistance as well. The pad, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know it had it because they were talking about it in the dev, but.
One thing I generally like as well is putting your steering wheel really high in this game, because it helps to be very aggressive, especially initially on the wheel. I don't know if that's part of the reason.
Huh? What do you mean?
High steering locks, so the wheel is super sensitive.
Yeah, I'm on default still with this car.
I know Dustin from SSR literally just runs most of the cars on maximum steering lock on 28.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, with the formula I can see it work. Yeah. Oh, on the touring cars I went almost full rack as well. It's just so much easier.
I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks for the race. I'll catch you all later.
Enjoy the champagne, mate.
Yeah,
See ya.
There you go.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks very much.
Laters, dude. Nice one.
Cheers, Pete.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Tina's first few laps I managed to stick behind you, but once you cleared me from the DRS, then you were gone. So yeah, I just couldn't keep up.
I mean, I figured you must have made a mistake, dude. I mean, if you looked at the lap times at the end, you were like at least 9/10 quicker than me still. So I don't know what I was doing wrong.
Yeah.
But I was just consistent.
In the end,
so.
I had. Yeah, but in the end, I had fresh tires and lower fuel load, of course, in the car. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It was a bit. I struggled a little bit behind you with some dirty air, but on the straights with DRS, I managed to pull back in a little bit, and then I lost it. I lost a little bit again in the turns, but yeah, as soon as you were gone, I don't know. I didn't make a huge mistake or anything. Only later on, when my tires were severely worn, I nearly spun, and that made me decide to pit for new tires. And I was a bit quicker than the guys in front, but the gap was just too big.
Did you use the setup, the kind of semi-blank setup I sent you?
Yeah.
Did you tweak it much?
No?
I need to practice more because you fucking showed me up today. I might have beat you, but you were definitely the quicker man today. Yeah, thanks for racing, dude.
Yeah, I didn't change anything. I even took the fuel load in quali, I think, that you had, so.
So what were your downforce settings in the end then?
I was on 42 front, 38 here.
What's going on here?
That's a lot.
It's doing...
That's a lot, yeah. That's why I was slow in the straights, but I thought I was
This
making
game, man.
some time up in the corners, but not enough.
Look at this.
Probably also
What's wrong?
allowed you to actually pull off a one stop. I definitely would not be able to do that. When I put it, I had like only like 35-40% of the
Oh,
tires
yeah,
left.
yeah.
My front left
Then
was...
I would have had you, I
Yeah,
think,
just the
maybe.
front left.
My front left was like at about 40% by the end, and I did plan to stop, but I said earlier, because Roy and Noodle both took tyres, I thought I'd like to just see how it pans out and find out if I can make it, but...
Wait, what was your downforce then in the end? To us?
38, 36?
I don't know if that's driving style or what, but like,
Oh yeah.
your tires were not degrading.
We're not, yeah. I'm not good at looking after tyres. I guess I just underdrive the car in a way. What is going on?
Maybe I'm
Alright, guys.
But
Thanks for racing, and hope to see you on track at some point during the week.
Yeah, see you around, Zero.
Yeah, see you soon, mate. Nice
Yeah.
one.
Thursday, yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow and Wednesday in the beta test, Blank and Johnny.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, I'll definitely see you.
Oh, it's
Actually,
Wednesday?
I do have another tooth coming out this
Yeah,
week, but hopefully see you Thursday, mate.
Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah, they moved tests from Thursday to Wednesday.
Damn it. I guess they want to launch
they need to get an update out this week, so that's why
I hope it's just for 1 week though. But
Yeah, I think it's just for this week.
I
think it's just for this week.
Looking forward to seeing all the deltas fixed in race and replay.
Oh no.
I know, don't matter that.
There is many other things, but not that one thing.
Alright, catch you later, guys. Have a good night.
Awesome, dude.
See you, right?
Yeah.
I have a confession to make, Johnny. Thanks for the response during the race, by the way. I totally confused Bon Jovi and Guns N' Roses. And I thought I was saying a track name that was relevant to
what a disappointment.
Yeah, I know. I thought, oh, that's amazing. That's relevant to my current racing situation and it's topical. But, idiot.
What did you say?
I said, because I was in P3 and Noodle was closing in, so I said I'm living on a prayer, thinking that was a Guns N' Roses track. But no.
I was thinking, what the hell are you saying?
Yeah, fucking idiot, yeah.
I understood. I'm living on a sliver. Actually.
What now?
I thought you like had a sliver of of tire left. I didn't understand.
Are you doing that now, Gabriele? Have I missed some chat?
I actually lifted the front third spring as well, just to get more aero on that front end. Make it more stable, and that helped a bit, I think.
Generally prefer going stiff roll bars and AMS2 to stabilize the aero instead of stiff springs. I think it makes the car a little bit like more responsive and more speed still, while giving you high speed stability.
Yeah. I lowered my springs a little bit to get out of the corners because like it just did not happening.
I need to learn how to use Bruce's spreadsheet.
It's very simple. Just look at it, and think about what the car does wrong, and then just look at the thing and then fix it.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I just haven't even tried to use it. So yeah, maybe this week I'll give that a go because I think today was definitely a highlight of the fact that I need to, after 2.5 years, learn how to set up cars in AMS2.
Yeah, it's an art, and I'm really good, really good at making a car really good for me. But if I have a slow base, it's still gonna be slow.
Yes,
if it's a fast base, it's gonna be very fast for me. But yeah, I can't get. If I'm slow, I start messing things up.
In any other car, I just borrow from the TT and then tune it to my liking, like just tweak it a bit. But when it's a modded car, I can't do that, obviously.
You can't do that.
That's why I was pestering you and Stahu earlier. But yeah, thanks for the setup, mate.
My setup
dog
is
shit for me.
My setup is just something quite stable, you can drive it very well, but not fast apparently.
I mean, I'd never thought that Silverstone's one of my weaker points, but the fact that Roy was on the same setup and he was on his quickest lap a second faster than me, like, really says a lot.
I always love this track. I think and Spielberg, the first track that actually might be a challenger for me will be next week.
Where's it next week, lads?
Nürburgring GP.
Ooh,
oh,
amazing.
That's a fun one.
Great track selection though.
I like it, but I'm not consistently faster usually.
The track selection is exactly like the championship actually is. So it was.
Yeah.
So, did anything happen after lap 6?
I boxed and overtook Blank before the end of the race, but it wasn't particularly exciting.
Yeah, he just reeled me in and overtook me. I tried to defend, but there was no stopping him.
I wasn't even trying to go to the inside. Like, I saw I had enough overspeed. I just fuck it, I'm not starting for the inside. I'm gonna go around. And I like 20 minutes later as well because I
DRS passed me. And I blame the DRS.
The DRS.
Without it, you wouldn't have made it. Nope.
I made it on lap 1 already, so
Yeah, you did.
So when are you thinking then, Gabriele?
I had nothing on you. Your top end was much higher.
I am up for that, definitely.
Let's try the box. It's trade-offs.
Yeah, I know. My car felt really damn good though. Like, I think it was quite decent. But yeah.
I don't think there's really anything
Maybe
else
I'm
to look out
slow.
for in the replay.
But I did absolutely out-qualify Johnny there, so the setup couldn't have been that bad.
It's been a long time since I qualified P last, but I still enjoyed it.
Finesse, maybe can you slow down a bit so I can maybe see what you're doing wrong? Or
Oh, this isn't me. This is Johnny. He's
that's-
all over the place,
yeah.
I
yeah.
I can still hear you.
know. So I kept missing the apex here. But yeah, this is my worst bit. The slowest corner. I didn't know what line to take.
Honestly, it's fine to miss the apex on the first one, because the next one is so tight that the entry doesn't
Yeah,
matter
you have to
much.
go very wide on the second on the entry of the second bit. You have to be very wide to make that really.
Yeah, but like as long as you carry speed for the first one and you position yourself well for the second one, the apex doesn't matter that much, because like you don't mid corner doesn't matter on the
This
first
is
one.
where you lose a lot of time if you're not careful. Corners like that, the long radius ones.
Maybe I should watch a couple laps from Stahu, and then we'll watch a couple laps on mine.
I didn't record it, so it's not telemetry.
No, I'm
It's
watching
the
your replay now.
Laffield, you can lose or gain a lot of time. You need to really like push towards the inside of the corner as soon as you start turning in, even if you enter very narrow. That's a particularly tricky one. Probably stow is difficult to feel until you get used to it as well. Because you can carry lots of speed through there as well and get really out in power.
I notice you're not attacking the apex curves as much as I was.
The sausages are
the apex is unsettled the car a bit too much.
I mean, depends on the curve. I was all over them in the nuggets and nuggets section, but the rest of the track I was rather avoiding them. Maybe here on the exit of Laffield as well, it's fine to take it. And then exit of
I was
Stowe.
actually cutting that one.
I don't really
But
bother.
at like
you-
milliseconds.
Yeah, I know, but like you positioned so wide on the entry to on the exit of Laffield that I feel like it's like kind of more natural to just let the car flow, even though I know I can
true.
cut the curve there. Okay, I was cutting them quite a
Yeah,
bit.
he's using more of the track than I was,
Yeah,
for sure.
I was all over them there, yeah. So
I had to increase my ride height for the race a little bit because with the fuel it kept bottoming out over the last curve and it was just really sketchy.
Always turning in later than me. Always
yeah,
going
the
right.
turn one I hit a couple times. Really, I went wide once as well because the car halted.
I think I did it a few times in practice, but then managed not to do it too many times in the race.
Yeah, I did try it once, but it hopped and I went straight.
Notice there's a lot of marbles. I don't think they affect the car, but a lot of marbles on the racing line through Village. It's really weird.
I know, that might just be like a visual bug. I don't know. I didn't feel...
I think because I didn't notice any on the racing line in the race.
Oh, maybe my racing line. Yeah, I don't think marbles
Yeah, this
actually
track
affect the
cut
car
a
in
lot
this.
more this one.
That I was like kind of... was changing from lap to lap. It's a very difficult corner for me to stay on the limit and still hit the apex perfectly, so I often just not hit the
You
curve.
are also counter steering that, yeah.
But sometimes it was depending on the lap. Like here it's
Yeah.
the end of the stint, so the rears were starting to go off already, and at that point I was sliding a lot out of some of those slower corners.
I think one of the
Definitely wasn't in the quality.
one of the main things I'm trying to learn in like slow speed corners is like you quicker guys tend to V the corner off, turn in later.
Yeah.
Whereas I do more of a U rather than a V, and I'm trying to like smooth it out, whereas you guys really attack and then turn in late and then get all your turning done in a much smaller amount of time than I do.
My driving style, though.
I don't think it's necessarily trying to veer off the corner. Like, I think I still generally take a more U-shaped line for most of them, but like I actually noticed that on your streams, Tunas, you often just turn extremely early and you don't even like you're going towards the apex without actually getting rotation for the car, so you just end up too narrow by the time you get to the apex, which like kind of compromises your line. It's not even like you're not turning the car enough, but maybe you're just not confident enough to actually wait to turn in at the point where you need to.
No, 100%. Like it's tricky because
way later there.
It's very difficult to like unlearn habits, and I am very aware that I do attack the apex too early and I turn in too soon. I do like I think I like an understeery setup, but if I try to do what I see you guys do, I end up spinning. So I'm trying to gradually get there, but
I think that the problem might be actually driving setups. If you're driving my setups or TT setups, you're not driving actually understeery setups. By driving it, you're making understeery, and then if you try to actually attack the corner properly, the oversteer catches you out, which is maybe why
Staku is not driving an understeery setup. He's driving something quite edgy.
Because when obviously it's different in so many different cars we've driven, but when I've borrowed setups from other people, I just find them snappy and like I lose it dead easy. But when I've driven Stahu setups, it always just feels planted to me.
No, I have stable setups, but stable and unstable is not the same as under and oversteer, because stability is like how predictable the car is, and oversteer is like what it does actually when you start turning in on which axle compared to the other. So you might have a car that's stable, which is like predictable, and it follows your input very nicely, but it's still balanced towards oversteer, where if you push it too hard, it will naturally swap rear and the front.
I think one thing I probably should do more is actually drive against ghosts in TT. I used to do that years ago, but I just don't do that anymore. But the problem is, if I want to follow another ghost, I have to pick someone closer to my pace. And if I try and follow you guys as a ghost, like halfway around the lap, you're gone, and I can't really follow your lines or anything.
I actually wish more games had like I think it's Gran Turismo ghost system, where the ghost can like reset where you can offset, or it resets by sector.
Yeah, it's a great feature, that is.
Oh, the reset by sector, that's nice.
So I think, Stahu's pitted,
Oh yeah, Stahu.
Noodle's pitted. Roy's in the pits now.
I'm like 3 seconds a lot faster mostly.
Yeah, the first lap I was still gaining a little bit, but then after that,
10,000 was cool.
Yeah, mate, I saw. It's amazing. That hub you've got suits it really well, mate.
Actually, on the topic of my setups, I remember when we were doing like the one car I actually try hard in TT is the newest Formula Ultimate, and we had so usually the setups I have on these boards are very like sketchy, where even I tone them down for the races myself. Then we were doing like a set of 2 sprint races at Spielberg in SSR in that car, like on a one-off. And I remember like the whole lobby was complaining that they couldn't just get the car around the track without spinning, and it turns out that they were just bored my setup and couldn't drive it.
Oh no! Oh no!
I do not make understeer setups, believe me.
Yeah, maybe I was confusing understeering.
Oh, you already had the RS here! God damn it!
Yeah, but can close that lap. I specifically left it here to not get too close to cops to get a better reception, so that maybe I could pass you before Nuggets and Backhest, but...
Yeah, no, that's just not all, is it?
No, surely not. Right.
So I was like, I know, if I wasn't so sure I would still make it pass you on the next straight, and I was like, the last lap, maybe I could have tried it, but it was like...
This is tire difference so bad now.
Yeah, very nice.
I actually felt a lot of the dirt here, but like I still wasn't losing time to you.
Ah, he's gone. And I get a load of understeer.
You lost like 1.5 seconds just through these corners here.
Yeah. just understeer. And then I gained quite a lot on turn 2, but I couldn't get back in the DRS thing. I don't know where the thing was, because I was within the second after turn 2.
It's right. It's right before. It's actually during the braking zone here.
There it is. It was there.
No, it's here.
Okay.
It's right before the apex. So if you braked earlier,
Yeah,
then
now I'm within the second. I was slightly. But yeah. You're just gone.
So I'm going to have to watch my stream back to see if I missed.
And Noodle just slowly catching you, I think.
Yeah.
There's a bit in it. I'm half a second quicker with your setup than I was in mine, Staku. So I think I noticed you had way harder front roll bar than I did.
Oh, I went low. But
still
how much is the on-point?
24, I think. 24.19.
I'm going to have to watch my stream back to see if I did miss the DRS.
I think I'm on 17 now.
I was on 13 or something like that, so massively different.
I was on 20 before, and 25 at the rear. But now
yeah, so I think I'd gone a lot softer. I can't remember which round for. Maybe it was for.
Black, what was the difference between? What was the difference in front between aerodynamics? Because I think I had a bias of 5 or 6 towards the front. Because if you're... So it actually makes sense to set the roll bars kind of the opposite to get more rotation, where the rear is stiff. So
I want more
depends on you.
I set up my car on the... I've stabilized my car on the aero and you stabilized on the spring. That's different.
I mean, given how aero-dependent Silverstone is, I think it makes more sense. But the higher speed the track, the more you should be building the car around the aerodynamics instead of the suspension.
Yeah, so I almost went the opposite way. I was finding that I wasn't too much of a problem through the really fast corners. It felt okay, but I was finding in the slow speed stuff that it did feel like the nose was pushing out wide. But I guess overall it still does work better.
Try and springs low, but almost high. Because it sounds like
I was on 13 springs, something like that.
Not exactly the setting I was doing, actually.
Yeah, as I say, a lot of the settings were actually identical, so you clearly got quite a lot of defaults still in there.
The gears were actually worth like 2 or 3 tenths on the because Cops was just horrible, kind of bucking down between gears.
I have default gearing. Camber. Oh. Aha.
I increased caster quite a bit.
Yeah, so he increased the camera and he was running lower pressures than I was as well. I also noticed he moved
running way lower pressures than default.
longitudinal and weight bias he moved forward a bit as well.
Oh, he's running way higher than mine.
So I
was on 1.45 on the rear and 1.
I just checked
on the front.
And I didn't miss my DRS with Noodle. Just by the time it got past me, was it 1.5 seconds in Formula Renault for DRS?
No, it's 1.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, he was already a second ahead of me before the next DRS zone. Holy shit.
Yeah, the delta isn't small, is it?
You've done better gearing, different gearing, yeah.
Probably why I lost the position on the start.
Quite possibly. But yeah, anyway, still really impressive racing, mate. Yeah. Well done. And yeah, hopefully we can at least come with some kind of response come next week.
That diff is very similar to mine. I have 90 preload, 8 clutches, 69 ramp, and 45 coast, I think. So
see, I had way more open on the coast. So I didn't have the front roll bar, so I had slightly less aero differential front and rear.
Yeah.
But then I had a way softer front roll bar, way more open rear diff, so my car was way pointier.
Yeah, but
so I was hoping that would save the tyres more. But
by the sound of your suspension setup, like I would not run 5 aero difference on that setup.
So we finished P4. Noodle got me on the
It
second
felt
last
alright. I
lap.
had one moment as the tyres had firmly gone off, so 5 minutes to go or something like that, where
I'll
the
explain in a
rear
minute, mate.
started carrying around, coming back into club.
I will say though, I generally like using lots of camber on the front and pretty forward weight bias, so not weight, brake bias. So it does make it pretty imbalanced in tyre wear, where the front is way worse than the rear.
Yeah, my front left was really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, that was the worst I've had. I was probably down to 10% or something like that by the end of that
Yeah,
race.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest,
It was still drivable. I was losing like a second. No, 1.2 I think was the worst I've gotten.
To be honest, I think it actually is not as bad to have your fronts wearing more, because the lower the grip in your car is, the more important traction becomes overall for lap time and speed. So it kind of makes sense to prioritize the rear tires.
Yeah, that's very true. I was definitely losing a lot in
was
the
on the
first.
menu then?
I lowered my rear pressures to get the car out of the corners better actually. Like pressure cars do Formula pressure setup I've gone for, and that worked, but I guess I was just a little too slow on the straight. It probably made me a bit slower on the straight as well, that.
Yeah, the pressures, and I probably lowered the ride height compared to the default, and I would not be comfortable running low pressures with ride height, because if you lower them by a lot, it can actually affect the ride height under required,
Yeah.
which kind of makes the car more unstable
It was making my car quite a lot more drivable.
Look at that lock
lower
on.
pressures.
Oh,
Oh dear.
target acquired. Look, he changes target.
That's
He
a
gets going
big
for Noodle and he switches to me. Lovely.
Tinez, you're lucky you're not running more than 5 Newton meters on your wheel.
You're really quiet there, mate. Say again.
You're lucky you're not running more than 5 Newton meters.
Yeah, true. Well, 5.5 to be technical, but yeah, you're right. I was hoping to
I'm running
upgrade.
at like... What was I? I'm running on 40 something % now. Which I guess is like 8-ish.
I'm running the R9 on 70% in the game, so kind of similar.
The one setup change I wish I did make today was opening my office window before the race.
Oh yes.
Mate, it was so fucking hot in here.
I actually closed it because there was rain coming, but I don't think it rained in the end. I just cooked in here instead.
Yeah,
I would
there's
welcome that.
the last couple days.
Just to
Oh, it's
give it
gonna
J
rain,
down.
it's gonna
Nice.
rain, and it's just a few drops and
Excellent.
nothing. Stupid.
£2,000
Now it's hot
J
again.
down. Cheers, lads.
30 degrees here.
I enjoyed that. If I don't see you on track before, don't forget we've got what day is it? AMSU tomorrow. What's happening Wednesday? Oh, Roy was on about beta testing, wasn't he? And then RPM Thursday, NRT prototypes Friday, and then we've got Watkins Glen Saturday and Austria F1 Sunday. But if not, I'll see you guys.
I do want to join that Watkins this time.
You know you want to.
Yeah, I know I want to. The Lambo was doing great until Kvyat got in it, but... Oh well.
As I said, it was definitely a skill issue, not just blind circumstance that got into the front. Definitely not that. No.
By the way, I've taken your suggestions on the weather for Watkins, because apparently the real weather isn't working as intended at the moment.
Oh.
But the other downside is, if you set the track state at the start to damp, it literally just goes wet straight away. So Watkins will be a wet start, but cloud, I forget what type of cloud. Before slot, second slot rain, and then bit of cloud at the end, and then clear at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually going to be really messy.
It'll be fine.
That's what it was. It was super messy at the start.
What tire do you start on?
Then they started on slicks.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a wet track, but I mean, if we hopefully get a full grid, that should be enough to...
Yeah, it's going to clear instantly.
Yeah, hopefully.
How is your dental license coming, Tinez?
Yeah, I'm fine now, but I'm actually having my third wisdom tooth out this week. So, yeah, and then sometime early mid-July, I've got to have a root canal. So, looking forward to that.
You took that very seriously. I meant more as in P3 skills, but
Oh,
He's
sorry.
driving GT3s anyway.
Yes, but no, I'm not taking the LMP2. I'm going GT3 on Saturday.
Yeah, I see what you did then, John. Oh my god, how slow am I?
come on, mate, you're the one who brings this joke up every
Yeah, I
time.
know.
I might ask my dentist this
That
week
will
who he's driving for the weekend. Yeah. If I don't see you before then, though, lads, hopefully Saturday or before then, but next week for sure. I see you at the Nürburgring.
Sounds good. See you, mate.
Yeah.
See you.
Right, sorry, just to answer your question. We did finish P4. My initial plan was to take tyres halfway through. Well, my initial plan was to... Mate, what was it? I was doing your job earlier. What did I say? I made a pun during the race. Oh, I said tooth be told. When someone asked me about how my teeth are doing. And I said something, tooth be told, yada yada. So I was doing your job for you. But my first plan was to stop halfway, refuel and take tyres. Because I needed all the pace I could find, so maybe running a lighter car might have helped, but I ended up pussing out because I wasn't totally sure if the tyres would need changing, but it's inevitable in these things with 2 times wear on the option tyres. So I ended up, so then my plan actually was to just stop and take tyres, but we ended up running P3. I was filling in for your role, I was, mate, yeah. But once Noodle stopped, I wanted to just kind of see how the strategy would play out if I just didn't stop for tyres. Noodle obviously being a quicker dude, but on fresh tyres. He was about 7 seconds ahead of me when he stopped for tyres. I presumed it was for tyres at the time. And then he came out almost 20, no, it was more than 15 seconds. But at that point I thought, you know what, race on. I thought there might be a chance I could cling on, but my front left was fucked. I had a lot of deg, so Noodle got me on the second last lap. So we were close to a podium, and I thought I'd missed my my DRS because you don't get a beep in these cars. But I've just checked back on the stream a minute ago, and I didn't. It was already a second clear by the time we hit whatever straight it was. But yeah, still enjoyed it. I mean, I was slowest on track. I mean, you saw that I think Roy was 9/10 quicker than me on his quickest lap. Did he say that he refueled as well? That might account for it. Fresh tyres, light car. I don't know, but yeah, we've got work to do. I do like these cars, but yeah, I have been struggling. Still enjoyed it, but cheers for tuning in. I've no idea who it was, but I think someone may have subscribed today. So yeah, thanks to whoever that was. I didn't get a notification. Appreciate that. Yeah, points off for being late today, KO, but cheers for tuning in, mate. Thanks for making up for it with a couple puns there, dude. But oh shit, I need to check out what's coming up. I did mention it a minute ago to the lads. But yeah, we've got AMSU tomorrow in the Formula V10 Gen 2 at Spa 93. Awesome track. Yeah, I'm leaving Tuesdays for a little while. Wednesday, MBRC are going to Spa 1970 in the Sherry. The convertible. That's one of the newer cars in the game. Never driven it. Presume it's identical to the hardtop. Maybe a bit lighter. It's just 10/10 are doing Imola in the GT3s. 2 rounds. Guess they do reverse grid. Hot lap league. Thursday, RPM are going to Kyalami in the GT3s. Yes, mate. That does look right up your street. You should consider streaming again or posting videos, dude, because I'd love to check that out. But I'll probably tune in to J-Turn or Roy or Noodle or whoever joins that race. Have a quick look. Great sign-ups at the moment. So Roy will be streaming, Jim will be these top 3 guys here, they'll all be streaming that race. Rush, he streams on YouTube. I think, is he on Twitch as well? No. Rush, he's there, he'll be streaming. Right, oh, Jake as well, Fancy. So you'll find a lot of these drivers, if you fancy tuning in, so Noodles here, J-Turn, and Roy that I mentioned here, and Bency, that's Jake, so they'll all be in the race tomorrow. AJ, who was in chat earlier, Debline, and Johnny, Bruce, who often races on a Monday. So anyone who I race with who's got a channel, you'll find them here, linked on my channel homepage. What else we got? Yeah, so Thursday, Kyle Army with RPM in the GT3s. Again, we're sticking with the... I thought I'd registered for this one. I swear I clicked this earlier today. So I'm taking the Audi. Free to sign up if you wish. JustRace.net. Oh, you lost all the streams. Ah, it's gutting. Yeah, I was saying to Barry the other day. Sometimes it's nice to start fresh and sort of optimise and do things a bit differently, but it can be very annoying if it's an unexpected format or whatever. Hopefully Abaddon gets sorted out, because he said he had to format his PC earlier, so that's a shame. But yeah, so that's Thursday. Friday we're going to Mossport in the Rocco P3. Not many sign-ups at the moment. Hopefully that improves. But we've got 5 now. Pavel's in. Awesome. Windows acting up already. Was it Windows? Is it 11? Looks like the Williams rim. Let me just. Have you actually used it yet? Have you given it a go? Because thanks to you that I even knew that thing existed, mate. Love it. It's a really cool rim. So next time I'll be using that's probably Friday. I have adjusted it to try and give me a bit more thumb room on that thing, because oh shit, Windows 10. So I'm not sure what your reason is for not going for Windows 11. I put it off for as long as I could, but ever since I went Windows 11, I haven't regretted it. There was some things about it that I didn't like the sound of, but so far so good. So I do recommend it if you haven't tried it. That's Friday, and then Saturday we've got the big one. 2 hours of the Glen, so Watkins Glen, multi-class, IMSA style. 6 hour. Jake's in. Awesome. What's he doing? GT3. Choose on car on drawing. So he hasn't decided which car to take yet. So we're going back to the old McLaren on Saturday. I need to try and get a good tune for that, and then Sunday. Yeah, well, I mean, I think you can. Can you see you can't quite see my start bar, but I hate the fact that they'd moved things around and centered stuff like a Mac. I like my start button in the bottom left. I don't like. I don't like the way they changed the UI. I like the old school control panel, and it's still there for now. And they keep saying they're going to get rid of it, but they haven't yet. So that'll annoy me when that's gone. But I don't like all the big kind of mobile tablet orientated UI stuff, but I'm just living with it. It's okay. But this time next week, Nürburgring in the Formula Renault with KCSR. Yeah, I'll stay there. I don't like modern UI design, but yeah, I'm getting old now, so I moan about everything. But don't forget, JustRace.net, free to sign up. The link at the top of my channel or in the video description will take you to, if you click on that, it'll take you to the page I was just showing you with all the communities that I like to race with. So check it out. Come race with us if you fancy it. Getting close. Oh right, have you got somewhere? Okay, so you're not getting that weird glitch now. Hopefully you've got the screens where you want them, and they just require a bit of tuning. That's cool. Hopefully it helped in some way. But yeah, cheers for tuning in, Mark. Good luck getting it exactly where you want it. Cheers for the puns, KO. Thanks to everyone else for tuning in. And cheers to everyone that raced. Yeah, one more shout out. JustRace.net. Check it out if you want to come race. But appreciate the support, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers. Peace.